Okay, we'll open it up for questions for Ben. First, Jerry Dulac, go ahead.
Ben, Mike Tomlin didn't sound very thrilled at all about that performance. Do you think it had anything to do with what transpired during the week, or what was the reason for the kind of the dysfunction?
Jerry, I don't know. I don't want to make excuses. We just weren't good, and it starts good enough at all today. I mean, obviously we won, but it sure doesn't feel like it. Just not good football. It starts with me. This is a mental game, and this has been a very mentally challenging and draining week. But at the end of the day, we need to step on the football field and play good football when it's time.
Mark Caboli.
Ben, your receivers usually make a lot of plays for you guys. You had a whole bunch of drops and a lot of combat catches not being able to brought down. What's your thought of why that happened today?
I need to be more accurate with my passes. I need to give them better chances to make the plays. And there were some plays made today when they needed to be. You look at the James Washington catch. I mean, what an unbelievable play by him to go up and make the play. And really, it's just my trust and belief in him and his belief in himself that he's going to make the play, and he did. So I'd like to, I don't want to talk about the negative. I'd like to talk about that positive play that he made, plus a lot of Juju's plays too, where we're just tough, grinded out plays.
Mike Pursuta.
Ben, did they defense you guys any differently as far as you could tell than the second half back on November 1st?
Yeah, they did some different things. Sat back in some zones, a little less man. Some of that might have to do with, injuries and things like that. But they threw some different looks at us, some blitzes. And so give them some credit, obviously, for the way we played too.
Joe Rudder.
Yeah, Ben, you and Pouncey usually are off the same day of the week in practice. Was there any adjustment with Hassenauer in there from your end?
Yeah, it was definitely, we've taken some snaps in the past during practice, not a lot, but some. I thought he did a great job for being thrown in the fire. This is not an easy defense with looks and things. And we had no CQ exchange issues. And so I think that's, he needs to be commended for that.
Dejan Kovacevic.
Ben, you mentioned either 2 or 3 weeks ago to us that you were shouting to the sideline to get James Washington onto the field more often. What can you do as quarterback, to get him out there and to get him targeted more often, since he's been so reliable for you?
We just we've got a lot of guys that can make plays for us. And like I said, I didn't make the plays tonight that needed to be made. So this game, I'll take the heat for the drops and things that weren't accurate. And so James Washington is a guy that is getting on the field and needs to get on the field more, but it's not because anybody's not doing good. It's just because he is a player that can make plays, and we always talk about guys staying fresh, and we need to rotate guys and get him on the field because he's hungry and he wants to be out there and make plays for us.
Bo Marciani.
Ben, this was the most pass attempts you had all season. Was that the game plan with Connor out, or is that just the way the game developed?
Just the way the game developed. Just kind of what we felt we had to do.
Brooke Pryor.
Ben, you guys had some uncharacteristic struggles in the red zone. Was it something that they were doing or something that you guys weren't doing to not be successful there?
Well, I don't want to, if I said it was all us, then I'm not giving them enough credit. So I'll say both. They made plays and stopped us, and we didn't make the plays when we had to.
Will Graves.
Ben, you talked about the mental side of this. I mean, how challenging have the last few days been, and then how challenging the next 3 or 4 days going to be, considering your schedules continue to be disrupted?
Right. It has been a very challenging last few days. And I guess at the end of the day, we won the game, and so we could be thankful for that. But it has not been easy. Like I said in the post game, I thank the commissioner and Baltimore for moving the game so we didn't have to play in a snowstorm yesterday. But we have to be prepared in another short week against a football team coming in that's playing well, and we'll just have to do what we can. We'll go home and start preparing tonight.
Jim Colony.
Yeah, Ben, Connor is actually a big part of the passing game with his pass protection. What kind of adjustments did you have to make without him, and how did those other guys do?
I thought the other guys did great. We got them out in some pass patterns. Benny caught a couple balls and did a good job with it too. So we were able to do more with them in terms of just getting them out and letting them run some pass patterns. So I thought they did a really good job.
Couple more, Aditi Kinkabala.
Ben, winning ugly, obviously, but when you win in a manner like this, does it concern you at all? Does it worry you?
Aditi, I'm sorry. The first part of your were kind of broke up. Can you ask the question again, please? I'm sorry.
Ben, do you have me? Ben?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah, it was just broke up.
Can you hear me? Okay,
Yeah.
thanks. I'm so sorry, Ben. When winning ugly is obviously still winning, but when you win like this, does it concern you at all? Does it make you feel like you're living a little too close to the edge, or does it speak to how strong of a team you ultimately are?
Well, I think it speaks to the strength of the team. When we're disappointed after winning a football game, that's a feeling that not many people have. And I think part of the reason we have heavy hearts too is because of our chaplain lost his brother this week. Obviously, not knowing what's going on with Bud. So there's a lot of heaviness going on right now in this locker room. We've got 3 football games in 12 days. Just a lot going on. So mentally, we're getting into that mental warfare, if you will. So proud of the way the guys won the game today, but we've got to get ready to keep going.
Final one, Mike Pursuta.
I'm good.
Oh, thanks, Mike.
All right.
All right. Any win is